on Newsbeat, a man was found dead inside the Kappa Alpha fraternity house. We have details on what happened.
October is National Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Find out how the Baton Rouge community is bringing attention to the disease.
And we give feedback on what students think about the new iPhone update.
Stay tuned. Newsbeat starts right now. Good evening, Tigers, and welcome to Newsbeat. I'm Mitch Ravelet.
And I'm Michaela Morgan. Thanks for joining us.
We open the show with some breaking news. A 52-year-old man died inside the LSU Kappa Alpha fraternity house this afternoon. At 12:17, the LSU PD and the Baton Rouge EMS responded to a call about the unresponsive man. The investigators say he died before they arrived and that there is no apparent sign of foul play. The East Baton Rouge Parish Coroner will determine and release the cause of his death. Check back with the Tiger TV Facebook, Twitter, and website to receive more updates. The Community College of Philadelphia was on lockdown this morning after police received reports of a man with a gun. Police say they received a 911 call that an armed man threatened another student during an argument. No gunshots or injuries were reported. Students and staff were told to shelter in place as police searched buildings on campus. Police say a teen is in custody. It is not clear, however, if the suspect is a student at the college. The commissioner of the Philadelphia Police Department, Charles Ramsey, said the incident is not similar to last week's mass shooting at a college in Oregon.
But it doesn't look like it has anything to do with yesterday at all, anything to do with Oregon, anything to do with any of that. These are two folks that had a disagreement. It happened to happen, unfortunately, at a school, but fortunately, no one has been shot.
President Obama will travel to Roseburg, Oregon this Friday to meet with the families of victims of last week's shooting. Thursday, a gunman opened fire in classrooms at Umpqua Community College, killing 9 people and injuring 9 others. Soon after the shooting, President Obama expressed impatience with the lack of changes to gun legislation, despite numerous mass shootings over the past few years. White House Press Secretary Josh Earnest told reporters at the White House yesterday that the president is preparing a series of executive actions on gun control.
The LSU PD released its annual security and fire report last week with results that show a decrease in the number of sexual assaults reported on campus. Only one of non-forcible sexual violence was reported in 2014 compared to the 10 reported in 2013. There was also a decline in reported instances of stalking, with 9 reported in 2014 and 15 reported in 2013. The report includes information about crimes occurring on and near campus, along with statistics for the previous 3 years.
LSU PD arrested a man involved in a string of laptop arrests at Middleton Library this weekend. 5 laptops have been reported stolen within the past few weeks. Police set out 3 MacBooks on the 3rd floor of the library. 24-year-old Michael Sean Bennett was arrested after he put one of the computers in the waistband of his jeans and attempted to leave. Bennett was charged with 6 counts of felony theft and 1 count of possession of stolen things. Police have not stated whether the stolen laptops have been returned to their owners.
A new study revealed that 93% of participants who received the HPV vaccination have continued to have painful symptoms 4 years later. The European Medicines Agency says that more than 70 million people worldwide have been given HPV vaccines. One of the popular vaccines, Gardasil, is now routinely given by many organizations around the world. But even some Louisiana residents have felt the negative impact of the shot.
Symptoms are very real, and the people that's behind it are real, and people just need to be more aware of what can happen to them. Hopefully it's going to pay off in the future.
Medical experts say that the vaccines are currently safe and effective, but more studies are being done into some of the painful side effects for some patients. Coming up after the break, extreme flooding in South Carolina is causing trouble from some residents, and it also might affect this weekend's game for LSU.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Today marks the 4th day of extreme flooding in South Carolina, and there's no sign of the water letting up. At least 13 people have died so far, and officials estimate the cost of damage will top $1 billion. Hundreds of roadways and bridges remain closed, and 18 dams are being monitored throughout the state. 9 have breached or failed since Saturday, forcing people to evacuate their homes. Flooding is the 6th in 1,000-year rain event in the United States since 2010, meaning there is a 0.1% chance of it happening in any given year or location. The extreme flooding in South Carolina has officials questioning whether this Saturday's game between LSU and the University of South Carolina will take place. South Carolina's campus is underwater, and officials are looking for a neutral site for the game to take place in case the water hasn't cleared by Saturday. Baton Rouge advocates stated that the Georgia Dome in Atlanta and Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina are possible choices for a secondary host site. However, if neither of those are available, Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge here may also host the game.
This weekend, LSU's Tiger Trails returned to the Purple Bus Route and named the recently revised route Purple Union. The route was changed initially after a resolution was passed by student government requesting LSU Disability Services to adjust the route for disabled students. The Purple route was revised so these students could have easier access to the Union. The original Purple route is being brought back due to complaints from students about longer wait times and delays.
Today, Twitter introduced a new feature called Moments. It lets users follow events through tweets, photos, and videos posted by others. The new feature allows users to follow an event instead of a person or a company, such as a football game or a presidential primary debate. When the event ends, the tweets, which are selected by Twitter, will end. Moments, previously known as Project Lightning, is described by Twitter execs as a feature that will seem more welcoming for casual users. You can find the new feature in your Twitter app under the Lightning.
Facebook is teaming up with a French satellite company to launch a satellite that will provide internet access to people in sub-Saharan Africa. The satellite will launch next year with a service set to start sometime in 2016. It will reach 14 countries in West, East, and Southern Africa, bringing free internet to rural areas. The company is using satellites, lasers, and drones to get the next billion people around the world online as part of its Internet.org initiative. It has already connected people in nearly 20 countries. After the break, students weigh in on the new iPhone update.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.